embarrassing on so many levels. Hi guys.
We're very nervous, so be nice.
So we know they had all these announcements telling you to turn your phones off. Just kidding. Turn your phones back on. Or, let's be real, none of you turned your phones off. We're gonna do this now so that it's not disruptive later. We're going to take out your phones and take all of the Instagram photos.
All of the Instagram.
For the next minute.
Just says stand right.
We will
power
pose for you.
Yeah.
And we will also be taking pictures.
Yeah, we have to take a selfie too. So yes, we're right here. We're right here.
Great. Okay, we're also gonna take our picture because
we do this.
Take a selfie.
Yeah, hang on. It's
everywhere.
a little bit tricky. Okay.
Let's do this. I learned how to do this today. I'm so excited.
Yeah. This is a new selfie stick.
I know.
Wait.
Given to me at the Zoolander
With
premiere.
the crowd?
Yeah, with the crowd. Crazy.
Okay. Oops.
Wait, one more.
Sorry.
Okay, smile, guys.
Okay.
We got this.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Thank you for indulging us. This thing is so terrifying.
There's a hashtag for this, which is CYG Live. If you want to share your photos, you don't have to.
Okay, but don't be a jerk. Turn the phone, the silence it. That's the way to do it.
Okay, yeah, that was it. Thanks, Gina. Okay. Sit down. We're gonna sit down now.
Okay.
We need a drink. Did everyone get a drink outside?
We are very nervous, so we will also be drinking.
I know. Here, take that one.
Oh, thank you.
I know.
So polite.
Okay, what else do we have to intro here?
So we've taken the selfie. Now we're going to introduce the show to you. Welcome to Call Your Girlfriend.
Yes. A podcast for long-distance besties and IRL besties everywhere and in San Francisco.
I'm Aminatou Sow.
And I'm Ann Friedman.
And this week on our agenda,
we have a current events discussion, including dead Justice Scalia, period pain, and what is up with Kimye. I have questions.
We will answer all of them. We also have great besties in history, a very special game show called Know Ya Boo.
And tips for surviving diet culture, plus questions from all of you, our lovely audience. So, thanks.
It's gonna be a fun night, I promise.
Yeah.
It's time you had the talk. Give your reasons. Say it's not her fault.
Come on, you wanna say?
But you just met somebody new. Tell her not to get upset, second guessing everything you said and done.
I feel better already.
I'm already feeling a lot better.
Right.
This is
Wine and Robin curative.
Wine and Robin.
Okay.
Ann, Justice Scalia, what's going on?
Justice Scalia, not super relevant to us normally, except for being terrible.
Mm-hmm. True.
Mostly relevant because he is the BFF of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who we love. This is them on an elephant in India.
This trip is so amazing because one, who pays for this stuff?
Supreme Court junket. No one talks about it.
It's who paid for the elephant? Who, I don't even want to ask. But the best part is somebody tried to jam up RBG about this, and they were like, "Don't you think it's bad for feminism that you're sitting in the back?" And she just real talk, and she was like, "Actually, this had a lot to do with weight distribution." So, this is what's going on here.
Yeah, all that bigotry is really heavy. You want to keep it centered on the elephant.
And keep it centered. But R.I.P. to Justice Scalia. Mostly we feel for our girl RBG.
Right.
And
we're interested in who we do care about in this story.
I know, so this week she wrote this really sweet letter about him and really said we were the best of buddies and called out the special friendship that they had. And, I don't know, that's relevant to us. Sometimes you have to work with people that you, don't love, and...
Or you have that friend who says things sometimes and you're like, what? Like, that's just
know,
the most fucked up thing that... Anyway.
But I'm really trying to remember, when was the last time I had to work with, a Republican person? I don't know.
I mean, this is a real, another reason why RBG is a goddess.
I know, she's a goddess, but to real shout out to Scalia, I was reading up on him and what he said about working with people that he disagrees with, and it made me really happy. He was like, if you can't disagree ardently with your colleagues about some issues of law and yet personally still be friends, get another job for Pete's sake. Classic Scalia. So, we will miss him, kind of, not really, but we feel for RBG.
Condolences to RBG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Okay, so... we could not have a live event without talking about periods. This is just gonna keep going, so get used to it. The story of periods, right? Yeah, anyway. So we both read an article in Quartz this week about intense period pain.
It hit too close to home.
What is it called? It has a name and I'm bad at pronouncing it.
Oh, what? Dysmenorrhea?
Thank you.
That's what I call it. Ask your doctor.
Ask your doctor about it. 1 in 5 women suffer from this, according to the American Academy of Family Physicians. Apparently, only 1 in 5. I think that's probably more.
Probably. It's
anyway.
1 in 5 are telling their doctors.
Right, so it was this article about how it totally, doctors are yeah, it's not that bad. A doctor interviewed by Quartz said, that doctors learn in medical school that when women complain of serious menstrual pain, that they advise doctors to say, just take some ibuprofen. Or if it's really bad, take the birth control pill and that's it. It's not really
basically
taken.
play through the pain.
Play through the pain. I mean, 4 ibuprofen is play through the pain.
Yeah.
How many have you had today?
8 ibuprofen.
Yeah. At one point, we were both, I threw out my neck watching Netflix, not even joking. And so I have a soreness. I can't really turn to the right. We had to put Amina on my left.
Ann's range of motion is very limited.
Very limited. I brought a heating pad with me. Anyway, so we've both been taking a lot of ibuprofen, and it is not real. It's not. I mean, it helps.
This pain is real.
Right. This is our first wine today, though, so maybe we'll...
I know, that was the problem, maybe.
Anyway, so the point of this article, the pain is real. No one takes women seriously when they say it's real, and when they actually do studies, it's comparable to a heart attack or a slipped disc, so maybe my neck is relevant here. Anyway, really serious pain.
I know, so I guess the takeaway for this, for me, is that if you are a woman who suffers from really bad period pain, talk to your doctor about it, because these fools are not doing any real studies on this stuff.
Right.
There's we don't know, it could be XYZ, and it's because people, we're not telling them that we are in a lot of pain. But also uteruses, they're tough. Way to go, ladies.
Tough, yeah.
I know, women are the toughest people in the world. You can't convince me of that.
I mean,
okay.
yeah, and I feel there's stories all the time that are about how there's no research about things that exclusively affect women or disproportionately affect women. And
Classic patriarchy.
Classic. A recurring theme. Yeah, you'll notice.
Okay, so talk to your doctors and we'll check back in.
Right, or tell your doctor you need more than an ibuprofen. Anyway, okay, great. And finally, I have some questions about what is going on with Kanye. So, okay, serious question.
You're asking me?
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
Who else would I ask?
There are many Kanye experts in this.
I know, I've decided to open it up to the audience right now. So, okay, is he having some kind of mental health incident, or is it clever PR for his new album?
Okay. Here is my diagnosis.
Dr. Sow.
From listening to the album, it is quite clear that Kanye is off his Lexapro. He raps about it.
Okay.
This is one thing that is true. Mental health is very serious, and clearly he's in a high-pressure situation. Counterpoint.
Wow.
Kanye is also a crazy person. Just, with nothing to do
Even
with
with the Lexapro.
Yes. This is just, he is an attention-seeking human. The thing that's kind of been fascinating though is realizing which tweets he's writing and which tweets Kim is feeding him. Because
Kim did not write Bill Cosby is innocent.
no, Kim did not do that. that was personally very hard for me. I like struggled greatly with buying the
I
album.
almost sent you a fruit
Did not buy it.
Yeah.
But so Kim is like writing some of these tweets and she's like leaving edit notes in there and he doesn't get it. She's just like, parentheses, say fathers or dads or something like that, and he still tweets it.
He just tweets it.
So yes,
Although who knew Kim was an editor? Hidden talents.
Kim is an editor. She's a UN peacekeeping ambassador, as we have seen from all of her beautiful selfies with enemies. She's doing the Lord's work. So yes. So pray for Kanye. Pray for Kanye, but also, like stay entertained.
So none of it is intentional to sell his new album.
I don't think he's that clever. He's like literally having a meltdown.
Okay. And therefore, do you feel like when all of us are like, are you kidding? And like are upset by things that he says, that we are not helping him get the mental health?
Yeah, he's just like, this is a regular Tuesday in Calabasas. Like he like doesn't understand.
Also, how is Nori West holding up?
Nori and Saint, I pray for them.
I mean, Saint is too young to really know what's happening, though, right?
I know. Okay. So that's our Kardashian West update.
Right.
Don't worry. There will be more news probably by the time this is over.
I know, right? Like people keep tweeting and saying like, "Will you address this Kanye tweet and this one?" And it's like we can't. We
don't run a breaking news operation
seriously.
here.
Like maybe in text exchanges, but like not in a public produced form. Like we can't get Gina like to come produce us every time Kanye tweets something. It's tough.
Yeah, just give it a year and then we'll all look back and see what happens.
Wow, maybe we can follow the arc and learn some things.
I know. It's yes, stay emotionally implicated. We'll check back in.
Great. Thanks. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Hot Topic's over.
Yeah, we're done. We're gonna do another thing now.
Yes, we are.
Wait, are we bringing the wine?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, ain't nobody fucking with my click, 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 click. Ain't nobody fresher than my motherfucking click.
Where to put the wine? This is gonna be very tenuous. I'll just chug it.
Hang on. Okay. Woo. Okay. Great.
Let's do this. Great romances in history get all of the airtime. We are here to put great friendships in the history books. So here's a survey of some of the very best.
Some of our favorites. Okay. Here you see Susan B. Anthony and Elizabeth Cady Stanton, suffragist besties. Yeah. I know. The friendship that campaigns for the vote together, so good. Anyway, in the mid-1900s, they tag-teamed the causes of suffrage and abolition. And they made such a good pair. Elizabeth once said, "I'm the better writer, she the better critic, and together we have made arguments that have stood unshaken by the storms of 30 long years, arguments that no man has answered." It's like, would tweet today, so good. Okay.
Next, we have Serena Williams and Carolyn Wozniacki, the competitive besties. Not only are these two a model of shine theory, they're core besties. After Carolyn was dumped by her loser pro golfer fiancé,
who agrees to marry a pro golfer? Anyway, sorry.
It's okay. The universe corrected it. But Serena texted her, "If you don't pick up, I'm going to fly to Monaco."
Good text.
And if you don't answer the door, I'm going to knock it down. That's a real bestie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This is Shonda Rhimes and Betsy Beers, TV mogul besties. Shonda has said, "When we started, neither one of us had worked in television. We were very tightly wound around each other just to do that job of working on one show." She has also said, "We always say that only one of us gets to be crazy at a time." That's how we work.
That's how it works.
Only one meltdown per moment. Okay.
Do it. Next we have Vera Brittain and Winifred Holby, the bestie novelists. In the 1920s, they were some of the only women at university. They did not like each other in the beginning. Classic patriarchy again.
Pitting women against each other, so rude.
But after they graduated, they set up a home together where they each wrote and published their debut novels. Vera wrote that Winifred was more important to her than her husband. "You are more necessary to me because you further my work, whereas he merely makes me happy."
Yeah. That definitely had a sexual connotation, right? It's like he pleases me. Yeah.
I mean.
Okay. Here we have
You know.
Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, bestie-ship gone awry. So, like, what happened to these classic 90s besties?
So we'll never know, but Paris always says Nicole knows what she did.
And when Paris says it,
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Oprah and Gayle, iconic besties.
Iconic.
You don't need last names. A true story Oprah once told. Back a lifetime ago, 1976 Baltimore, we were both on a local TV station. We became friends, especially after a big snowstorm. When she couldn't go out and didn't have enough clothes, I said, okay, you can have my underwear. True love.
Stories you don't hear about Oprah and Gayle. Like, yeah, okay. Here we have Kate Moss and Naomi Campbell, model besties, important interracial friendship, chic but very cranky.
And next we have the Kardashians, sister besties.
Better than sister wives.
I know, sometimes your sisters are your besties too, and it's okay to acknowledge that. My favorite thing the Kardashians do, well, Khloe at least, every time it's a sister birthday, she like Instagrams or tweets, you're not only my sister, but my dope ass friend. So.
I love it. Okay. Amy Matilda Cassie and the sisters Martina and Marianne Dickerson, artist-activist besties. There's no pictures of these black anti-slavery activists because they were alive in the mid-1800s and because racism. This is a picture of a friendship album they created together, which was a popular thing to do at the time. Friendship albums were gifts that young women usually gave to their friends, and they put essays and poetry and watercolors and like mash notes of the time, all of that stuff. And the Cassie and Dickerson albums also had this political purpose where they organized artistic voices in support of the anti-slavery cause. So they were like working on so many great levels way before their time. Sorry, no picture.
Jenny from the Block and Leah Remini. J-Lo was there for Leah when she left Scientology. They have a bond even Tom Cruise couldn't break. She told me, keep the good things and move on with love. She doesn't judge. That's Leah about J-Lo. Leah was worried J-Lo might cut off ties because her father is a Scientologist. When she suggested J-Lo might be pressured to end their friendship, J-Lo said, this is very important, I don't ever want to talk about this bullshit again. She then handed Leah a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, just like...
If you have not read the Leah Remini, like her memoir, don't read it, buy the audiobook. It's amazing. She reads it herself.
It's true. This is you again. I know. Look at this conspiratorial photo, I love it.
I know. All the pictures of them look like this. So this obviously...
It's just all like...
I know. Obviously, our girl Hills and Huma Abedin, the mentor-mentee besties. Sometimes your boss can be your bestie too.
Oh, yes.
It's amazing.
Okay. Snooki and JWoww, reality besties. Important bestie, like mirror for our relationship,
Very
I feel.
important.
We've loved them for a long time. Okay, so we will now recite dialogue from a Glamour interview with Snooki and JWoww. Amina will play the part of Snooki. I will be JWoww.
We have inside jokes, and you'll never know what they are.
Facial expressions, we've done them for years.
Page change. We call each other boo-boo, or I call her poop.
Poop, poo-poo.
Yeah, I never say JWoww.
I never say Snooki. Scene.
Anne, give me all the French names.
I know, I was like, you're pronouncing all the French, sorry.
So this is Marie Antoinette. That's not how you say it in French. And Princesse de Lamballe. Yeah. The princess became a widow at age 19 after her husband died of venereal disease in the 1770s. That is tough.
1800s problems.
She went on to live with the queen. They had a great time. I'm sure you've seen the Sofia Coppola pastry-filled version of this. When the mob descended on Versailles, they knew how to make Marie Antoinette suffer. They went after her BFF cold. When the princess refused to renounce her bestie, she was killed by a group of men. Her severed head was put on a spike and paraded in front of the queen.
Tragic besties. Okay, on a happier note, Kelly Rowland and Beyonce, Destiny's besties. Not gonna say anything else.
I'm gonna say anything else. Gloria Steinem and Wilma Mankiller, second wave besties. Very important wave. There's a whole chapter of Gloria's new memoir devoted to her friendship with Wilma. We were a chosen family, Gloria said.
Also, I want to mention that she was married briefly, and her husband never appears in the memoir. And there is like a 40-page chapter all about Wilma. It's awesome. It's awesome. Okay, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, comedy besties, proving two women are twice as funny.
And this is Rihanna and Melissa Ford, Insta besties.
I love this photo.
They're the best. They're IRL besties, even though Melissa is technically Rihanna's assistant, but we know that's just for tax purposes. and the friend DA. They're super tight.
Obviously. And us. Duh. That's a selfie, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my wine.
I know, I might
My
need more wine.
Maybach think he had the same, except mine tinted and his might have been rented. You know white people get money, don't spend it. Or maybe they get money by business. I'd rather buy 80 gold chains and go ignorant. I know Spike Lee gon' kill me, but let me finish.
It's like a whole new show over here, right?
I know, so many transitions. Are you guys having a good time? Yes? Okay. Just checking. I'm having a good time. 1 second.
I know, I don't know how I'm gonna hold everything, but
I know, this is very classy. My parents would be very proud. Welcome to Know Ya Boo. We're your hosts, Aminatou.
and Ann, hey, it's me.
Woo! Okay, let's get to it. This is a game where you find out how well you really know your bestie. You might recognize it from a great episode of Parks and Recreation, or like a really janky version of the Newlywed Game.
Okay, so now, welcome to the stage, two bestie pairs pre-selected from this very audience, Sam Gertler and Chrissy Ober, and Rachel Shearer and Liesl Eschrich. Come on down. Come on down. Okay, and tell me your name. Liesl? Rachel. Liesl and Rachel. Okay, great.
Okay, is this thing on? Yes? Okay, this is perfect. Hi, what's your name?
Sam.
Ann?
Chrissy.
Ooh.
Hey.
How long have you guys known each other?
10 years? Yeah, like
Confirm.
11 now. Almost 12.
Okay, do you guys think you're gonna win tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, do you feel confident?
I want to say that my bestie signed me up for this without telling me, so.
That's what besties do. Those are the downsides.
Okay, on this
Okay.
side, what's your name?
Rachel.
And over here,
Liesl.
the bold lip bestie duo, we obviously love those. Okay, tell me how long you've known each other, or maybe like shortly how you met.
24 years.
What? That's basically cheating.
We were in Daisies together. We don't remember it. There's a photo of us because we went to the same elementary
cute.
school. We
Stop.
met in middle school.
Stop. Okay, and like on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that you know your boo better than those boos know each other?
Oh my gosh, I'm really nervous, but I should say 10.
Yes.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay, let's get this started. For each question, one bestie will write an answer down, and the other bestie will have to guess what she wrote. The first question is worth 5 points, the next one is worth 10 points, and so on. You know how to do math.
It gets more and more serious.
Yes, Gina will keep score because we have been drinking.
Ding, ding, ding.
Thank you, Gina. Okay, so you can flip to a blank card. Just whatever, just a writing surface. You just need a writing surface. Okay, first question is worth 5 points. Besties on the outside. Pen's ready. You're writing an answer. Besties on the inside, sit tight. Don't have to write anything right now. Okay, first question is, You have written the screenplay of the year and are nominated for an Oscar. Which celebrity would you make out with at the after party? Like in your dreams, in your serious dreams. So
Think big.
think big. Just like in your dream, your wettest
any-
of dreams.
Like
Okay.
any celebrity is there.
So besties on the outside, write your answer and put your pen down once you've written it so we know you're ready.
Oh my God, this is so much pressure.
Also, we rehearsed this part of the show so many times, it's so confusing. Okay, are you done?
Are you ready? Are you done?
Okay, flip your card over, set it down. We know it's okay. Yes, great. All right, so inside besties, I'm gonna start over here. Which celebrity would your friend make out with?
I've forgotten the names of all celebrities. I'm trying to think of one.
Anybody?
Let's see.
Meryl Streep.
What is the celebrity?
Sarah Paulson.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's a.
Okay, so the guess is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. What is written on this card?
Drake.
Very different vibes. Sorry to say that is 0 points. Okay.
Okay, bestie. Which celeb do you think your friend would make out with?
This is a lot of pressure and really hard. I tried to cheat. I tried to get her attention. John Krasinski, maybe?
Ooh, good guess.
He got
Definitely
so
in my
beefy
top
lately.
5.
Yeah. Amina loves his beefy status
He's
right now.
so good looking. Okay. Are you ready? I'm nervous. Okay.
I have bad news. I also struggled to come up with a celebrity name, but the one that came to mind was Ryan Gosling.
Oh, somebody don't know they boo.
Tied 0-0, Gina.
0-0 on the
Sorry,
It's
I
okay,
assumed
it's
that you-
okay. We're all nervous here. Like, I momentarily forgot all celebrity names as well.
It's okay. That's why the points go up, because you get more comfortable, right? It's like, yeah, okay.
Okay, second question for 10 points. Don't, come on, do this.
And no cheating.
Do it.
No cheating. Besties on the inside, pen's ready, you're writing your answer. Besties on the outside, just chill, sit tight. Oh, no pressure. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I love how everyone's like, damn.
I know the rest of you in the audience should really be asking your besties, because we had to do this at lunch today, and it was hard.
No, but I got it right. I said Amina doesn't do karaoke, and that was the
True.
right answer. Yeah.
Okay, turn over your pad when you're done writing.
Okay, are you done, both of you? Okay.
Okay, outside bestie. Dun dun dun. Which song does your friend kill at karaoke? I'm nervous for you.
I'm really nervous. Okay, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, sing it.
Sing it.
Fuck no. No, I'm not gonna say it.
This is a family show.
But I want to say Celine Dion.
Oh, wait, which one?
I'm picturing her in the video with the candles in the house.
That's all of them, girl. Give us a tune, hum.
I can't even think of.
Okay,
I
so
can't. I can't. The words aren't coming. But she's got this white dress on. Does anyone know what I'm?
okay, I'm cutting you off. You Celine Dion general. Okay, in English. Okay, we'll give you half points if it's anywhere in that ballpark. Okay, I hope you like Celine Dion.
Okay, to be fair to her answer, it's all coming back to me now. And that's our go-to karaoke song alone. So that counts for something. But no, it's Shoop, Salt and Pepper.
Oh, good answer.
Okay, over here. Which song does your bestie always leap up to sing at karaoke?
Maybe Sweet Dreams are made of these. I don't remember.
Is that the name of the full song?
That's an acceptable answer. I think we all know the song. Right.
Okay.
Okay. And what did you write?
Well, the answer is I never leap up to sing karaoke. But if I was forced to, it would be True Colors by Cyndi Lauper.
Okay.
Did we
Even
make
though
the
I already
game
know,
too
I know this answer, Gina, we need a score update. It's okay. Friendship is hard, you guys. It's really hard.
It's true.
It's a negotiation.
Okay, wow. I feel bad about how hard we made this game. Okay, this is question number 3 for 15 points.
Any point.
Any points. For any amount of points. Okay, besties on the outside, pens ready. Besties on the inside, chill. Okay, the question is, what is your go-to comfort movie? Maybe you wrecked your neck watching Netflix, or you have intense menstrual cramps. What do you watch when you need to feel better?
Or you like to make a fort when you're sick and watch that movie.
Yeah, any of these things. Okay, let me know when you're done. Are you done over there? You both done?
Feel good? Okay.
Great. Okay.
We feel good over here.
Okay, so tell me, what movie does your bestie watch when she wants to feel comforted?
I'm not sure, but we did talk before we came on stage about favorite movies, and I suggested maybe Harry Potter. So I'm
Which
Hail
one?
Mary to see Harry Potter 3.
We can't be that picky right now. No one has scored any points.
Fine.
We would give them Harry Potter like any of the Harry Potters. Okay.
I'll say Harry Potter 3.
Wow, bold. Okay. And the answer, what do you watch to feel comforted?
So I feel really embarrassed because I thought we talked about this beforehand and we agreed Fast and Furious 7.
I'm feeling very confident about this pair. Okay. Okay. Prayer hands emoji. Let's go. What movie?
There's so many. I think I'm gonna go Love Actually.
Ooh, bold move.
Moulin Rouge.
Oh, somebody still don't know their boo.
Wait, score update. We don't need a score update. I'm starting to feel bad.
You know what? Like, don't feel bad. Here's the thing. Communication is really important in friendship. And sometimes we keep things to ourselves instead of telling our besties. So now you know, like, anywhere you go, you could be put on the spot, like, exchange information about these questions.
Score update, still friends and still friends.
I know. Love,
Gina.
as we say in tennis. Okay, 4th question for any points.
For the game.
For the game.
Win.
For the game. Besties on the inside, you're writing. Besties on the outside, sit tight. Oh, come on. You are hangry, hungry, angry. Like, come on, everybody knows this.
We've been there.
What's the best snack, or what is one snack to calm you down? Turn your pad over when you're done reading. For Anne, the answer is Swedish fish.
Only in crisis.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, lady. Your friend is having a hangry meltdown. Okay, guys.
I know you're all
Bring
asking
it
your
in.
booze the answer, but like calm.
Yes.
There'll be
We're about to
snacks in the
we're
lobby
about to
after.
laugh like really hard right now. So let's bring it in. Your friend is having a hangry meltdown. What do you feed her? Come on.
For all the points.
I always feed her pizza, hoping that's it.
Great friend.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes, communication is key.
This whole time, I thought we were writing down answers for me. Like, I thought I was writing down my hangry food, and she was guessing.
Well,
You know what?
Like, I thought it was her.
I have had some wine, so I'm gonna give you that a lot of things are ambiguous right now. And let's just keep having fun with this.
this is a low budget operation.
Okay, it would be pizza. I'll give you 1 point
This is
out
why
of 20.
we write it down. This is why we write it down. I don't know. Okay, what did you write down?
I wrote down chocolate because I thought I was doing it for her. That's why I wrote down chocolate.
She wrote down chocolate. Guys, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry, everybody's a winner in this game.
Okay. All right, on this side, what snack do you feed your bestie to end her hanger pains?
I was gonna say pizza too, but maybe
Common
is that okay?
Yeah, pizza works. Yeah. Okay. And
Peanut butter pretzels.
Okay. Here's what we've learned.
wow, we could never play this game again.
We can never play this game again. I take full responsibility for how this transpired. Full responsibility. You know, it's okay. You guys are amazing friends. It doesn't matter if you don't know what their favorite snack is. Just learn it. Okay. Everybody's a winner.
So we have a prize sack for one bestie pair, but
Well, should we do a bonus round now
Wanna
that
do a
everyone
bonus
knows what the
round?
rule is? Just do one more.
Ooh, okay, think about it. quick.
lightning round? I don't know.
Bonus.
Okay, what does that mean? We didn't write a bonus round.
This is exactly how we do our podcast, you guys. Exactly.
Only normally Gina edits this part out. Where we're like, were we supposed to
We're
say
like,
a thing
what,
about
what
this?
is going on? You know what? I think everybody should get a prize, and because you're friends, you will figure out how to share it amongst yourselves.
Amongst all
I
four
feel-
of yourselves.
That's fair, right? Yes, audience? Is that fair? Sold.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you
There's a lot of
so
stuff
much.
in the bag that you can share, really. But there's only, well, we'll figure it out.
You guys are the best. Thank you.
No matter what, got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
Okay, yeah, share all of it.
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. 'Cause all I do is win.
And I should have worn more deodorant. I am
also sweating profusely. That's why we wear baggy layers.
Yeah, it's serious up here.
Okay, I also feel really bad about that. Like, I feel like our whole concept of testing friendship was flawed.
You know, I don't feel bad because like we failed this game this afternoon.
That's true, we failed it over lunch, like well, actually, I got karaoke.
You know what? I have released this moment. Okay. I feel okay about it.
Okay, wow,
Thanks,
that was
ladies.
actually a perfect segue. Because, okay, when we were thinking about doing a live show, one of the top tier things we wanted to do was have an Oprah moment where we like gave a thing away and we're like, look under your seats, like everyone gets a cashmere slanket.
I know, like a very expensive thing, but you know what? It is still a recession, and the struggle is real.
We're self-employed.
And one day we'll be rich, and we'll give you guys all the cashmere socks you want. But however, we still have a present for you. It's very LOL. On your way out, we were gifted all of this coffee. It is so funny. I don't even drink coffee, so please take as much of it as you can.
Yeah, and also the double lol is that it's like Bob Marley's family coffee company. So all of the coffee bean titles are like Bob Marley songs.
Yeah, Get Up, Stand Up, Buffalo Soldier.
Stir it up.
It's amazing.
Stir it up.
So what we're telling you is that we're starting with coffee, and then when we do this next year, and we are rich, it's going to be amazing.
Cutting edge electronics, keys to a new car. Also, logistically, okay, what kind of seats is Oprah using? Because when we looked out here, all the seats, fold down, and people would be like, what is this coffee? Where I'm supposed to be sitting? None of this worked.
Oprah is Illuminati. She can get anything under your seat. It's cool. Okay.
Okay, well,
I have also released that moment.
Sorry, and you're welcome. Okay, so I'm really excited. We have a special guest tonight. And we get to welcome someone else to the stage.
I know, it's
a
very
very
exciting.
special guest. She is the creator of Lose Hate, Not Wait. You may have heard her as a guest on a Phone a Friend episode of our very podcast, or read her book, Hot and Heavy, Fierce Fat Girls on Life, Love, and Fashion. P.S. You can also buy it in the lobby after this. It's Virgie Tovar. Please clap for her.
They ready. Let's go. Feeling myself. I'm 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 feeling
Hey guys. Okay, so I thought that I would go over survival tips for the diet apocalypse. Because dieting and overcoming diet culture and smashing patriarchy, they're like all really relevant to what we're discussing this evening. So survival tip number 1, recognizing that dieting sucks. I always like to tell people about some of the history of modern day diet culture so we can all understand just how wacky dieting in fact is. Before Richard Simmons and Susan Powter and Oprah's proclamations of loving bread, there was another man who also loved bread. He went by the moniker, the Prophet of Bran Bread, and he was a pivotal leader of the dietary reform movement. His name was Reverend Sylvester Graham, and he was born in 1794. He's left his mark on food history with the invention of his namesake food, the graham cracker. Yes, which in his day was actually more bland than its current iteration. His lesser known, though equally riveting works include a treatise on bread and bread making, and a lecture to young men in which he excoriates masturbation and recommends curing the more acute sinners among us through circumcision done so aggressively that it makes erections painful for life. And for those with clitorises who were chronic masturbators, he recommended the administration of pure carbolic acid. So he's yeah, I know, right? He's like an unleavened bread enthusiast and also a circumcision advocate. It's funny because the connection isn't actually as like distant as you'd think. Graham believed that through food we could control morality. His followers posited a strong link between diet, health, and morality. Sound familiar? Almost all of the principles of modern day dieting date back over 200 years, or a little bit less than actually, concocted in the brain of a clitoris-hating dick butcher who loved bread, you guys. Diet culture does one thing very successfully. It alienates us from our natural relationship to food and movement, things that we as human beings have had a relationship to since the beginning of time, in which we cannot live without, and it sells them back to us as diet and exercise, with the promise that with hard work and self-denial, we can achieve a state worthy of love, respect, and admiration. Number 2, smash your scale. Back when I was still dieting and weight cycling, I used to weigh myself at least once a day, and I'm sure many of us know this ritual, right? It involved removing all my clothing, my shoes, drying my hair out completely if it was wet, making sure I peed before stepping on the scale. This ritualistic behavior is neurotic, but I did it because I truly believed that weight loss was a panacea. Each pound lost represented a step closer to the life I was sure I could earn if I worked hard enough. Each pound gained represented a stultifying failure. The number on my scale had the power to determine the outcome of my day, each shifting number an epic drama with the unfolding of my life at stake. I had handed over my life to an inanimate machine, sure that it was the arbiter of my worth, sure that one day it would finally tell me, now you can wear a bikini, be happy, wear bright pink lipstick, a short skirt, now you can be beautiful, now you can live your life. But that day never came. When I finally decided to stop dieting forever, one of the first things I did was throw out my scale. Why? Because we need to decouple our weight from our personal worth and recognize that we can live the life we want right now at our current size. And anyone who says otherwise has got to go, boo. As Dolly Parton once said about somebody who said her hair was too big, is you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. Number 3, where would you want? As San Francisco fat activist Marilyn Wan once said, what a person is allowed to wear in a society says a great deal about who a person is allowed to be in that society. So I say, take back the power, wear the things that scare you, and fuck flattering. I'm gonna read you a little section on the subject from my book Hot and Heavy really quick. Are you excited? Yeah. The tag says no, but the stretch says yes. If they didn't want a fat girl to wear it, they wouldn't have put spandex in it. all you need to know. Number 4, your body, your business. So in 2014, Huffington Post published an article written by Emma Gray. She describes an incident that occurred while she was walking from a frozen yogurt shop to the subway on a summer evening. A complete stranger yells at her, "Hey girl, you shouldn't be eating that, you're gonna get fat." From the article, quote, "It took me a moment to register that the girl the man was yelling at was me, a 26-year-old medium-sized woman leisurely strolling across town after a late-night stop at 16 Handles, armed only with a healthy serving," there's a 16 Handles fan, I love it, "armed only with a healthy serving of froyo and an assortment of toppings. Once I realized I was being spoken to, I stopped in my tracks, too shocked to do anything but turn and look at the man who had interrupted my 'I'm so happy I'm eating this delicious ice cream like processed chemicals' internal monologue. He responded with a leering look and a nod. I walked away, my cheeks flushed with shame, instantly reverting to the most insecure version of myself," end quote. The article was entitled, "Public Food Shaming is the Insidious Type of Street Harassment No One is Talking About." Gray went on to analyze this experience as an extension of gendered street harassment, an exercise in paternalistic control of women's bodies and our public comings and goings. Diet culture and the war on obesity have deputized ordinary citizens in the name of public health. Well, I say no more. Your body is not public property. Your body is not a democracy. Your body is yours. You have the right to defend your body, love your body, refuse unsolicited opinions, and remind people to mind their manners. Your body is fine right now, whatever size it is, and don't listen to anybody who tells you any differently. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I was on the subway one time, the Muni, and this woman whispered to her boyfriend that I was too fat to wear the amazing outfit I had on. And like, you hit that crossroad moment where you can take the high road, which I think is oversold to oppress people. Don't take the motherfucking high road. No. Or you can just fucking get real and let a bitch know. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this moment to have a feminist teaching moment, okay? So I walked over to her and I was like, I'm not gonna degrade this person. I was like, I just wanna let you know that what you said wasn't okay, that I can wear whatever I want, you don't need to be threatened by me, and I look good. Next to her, and we went all the way down to the Pacific Ocean where I live. It was 45 minutes. I loved every fucking second. She was just stonewalling me. She was like cuddling up on her boyfriend, refusing to recognize. I was like, no, whatever. I can't force her to respond, but girl got the picture. She's gonna think twice about saying some shit. All right, final tip, eat what you want. I used to think that food existed with only one intention, to ruin my life. Cupcakes used to laugh at me. This is diet-induced thinking. If anybody's been on a diet, food talks to you. Doritos used to point their pointy chip edges at me. Iceberg lettuce used to beckon me like a leafy siren, promising to quench my hunger for ribs. Grocery shopping and eating out were like entering a house of horrors filled with the things I couldn't have. We believe that with food we can control the size of our bodies and therefore control the outcomes of our lives. Eating becomes an exercise in anxiety when it should be an exercise in delight. Did you know that when you are happy while you're eating, you actually absorb more of the nutrients in food? Yes, our mental state can affect what our body does with what goes into our mouths. Carrots are great, but so is cannoli. I need everyone to realize that food isn't good or evil. It doesn't have the ability to ruin or make your day. We give it that power and we can take it away. Everyone deserves to have a 100% shame-free relationship to food. This shame-free relationship is our birthright. So let's take back the plate, reclaim the pasta, reinstate tiramisu to its rightful place, and proudly go where no dieter has gone before, my friends. I want to end my part here tonight by helping us celebrate food, glorious food. If you can, I'd like you to stand up and take an oath with me. All right. Now put your hand over your heart or your belly. Let's put it on our bellies, you guys. What was I thinking about hearts? And take this pledge with me. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the cake of the United States of America and to the risotto for which it stands, one nation, under flan, indivisible, with linguine and jambalaya for all. Amen, friends.
Bitch never left, but I'm back at it, and I'm feeling myself. Jack Rabbit, feeling myself. Back off, cause I'm feeling myself. Jack off, he be thinking about me when he wax off. Wax on? Wax off. National anthem.
I am so hungry right now.
I know, we got really nervous and then like didn't even eat that many snacks. Like, look at here, boo-boo.
Oh, thank you. This is the problem with the 7 o'clock events, you know, like after
When do you
work.
eat?
When do you eat? Classic mistake.
Classic mistake. Okay. So this is Q&A time, I think. It's hard to see you out there, but there are folks with microphones. Tui on this side, and who's over there? Jordan's on this side. And if you have a question, we'll just sit here and eat chips.
Go to town.
First question in the first row. Hey, Boo Boo. So I'm here with my best friend Jessica, and we actually, I'm sorry, not to hate on the other, I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
First? I know, we're so in sync. You're so in sync.
But we actually passed the friend test. We answered it, and we scored. We've also been best friends for 18 years. Anyways, I was
Not a
gonna ask
bestie
you-
competition.
No, not at all. But we're winning. So my question is, you guys have all of the friend circle, and I had once read that it's so hard to have meaningful relationships with more than I think it was like 7 people at a time. I can barely respond to more than like 1 person a day in text form. How do you guys do it? No, I'm serious.
Sorry, I'm still chewing.
Is this I don't know how she does it question applied to friendship? Yeah.
So many friendships. Like, I can keep Jess informed about like everything that happens in my day, like that's just living. But doing it with my larger friend circle is really hard. And I'm also not on Facebook, so maybe that's a part of it. But, you know.
I'm gonna let you answer this one.
Well, I don't know. I think that for me anyway, there are different friends in sort of, some of it's based on geography, like, you know, like you naturally see the people who are in the city where you live more often. Some of it is based on like sending that like check-in text, you know, to like your older core folks who do not live in the same city, and sort of saying like, hey, hey, do you need anything? And like feeling out the answer. It's not like you have to be texting through like all day, every day, but when you see a thing that reminds you of someone, like send a little note. But I don't know, I guess like for me, I don't feel like everyone who I consider a friend I have to be in constant contact with. It's more like if I know a person really needs me, I'm like, I want to be there virtually or in person as much as I can. But I certainly feel like I have meaningful relationships with more than 7 people or whatever the number is.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think too that I guess we have a lot of friends in common.
That's true.
So I don't know, like we are blessed with friends who don't stress you out about not keeping in touch, right? I think that that's also the secret, is that you can't apply that kind of pressure on your friendships. It's just really, you know, it doesn't work. It's really hard to see people, especially now, everybody lives somewhere else or whatever. But I think that thing that Ann said about like when you're thinking about someone, actually just reach out to them. It can be a text message, it can be a whatever. It's, you know, chances are they're thinking about you too. We all have the same amount of hours in the day as Beyonce, so.
It's true, but that is a tight friend circle. Illuminati is like the tightest friend circle.
It's the tightest friend circle. But yeah, you know, I think, I don't know, I think do what works for you, right? If you don't like texting or you don't like calling, like figure out what it is. It's the occasional email, it's the occasional package. I think that it's more important to check in than it is to stress out about checking in.
Yeah, and if you are feeling like you are not in touch with a friend who you want to be in touch with at a point in time, or if you're like, I'm going through this thing and like Amina would be the person who I feel like could really help me, it's kind of on you to be like, hey Amina, it's your friend Ann, I'm going through this thing, can you help me? Or like, can you check in with me a little more? Like, I don't know, I think we're trained a lot to talk about what we need from romantic relationships as opposed to like friendships where sometimes it's not totally clear. Like you could be not getting in touch because you're having like a great time and you're super busy, or it could be because you're super depressed and you get depressed every February and I'm a bad friend because I never noticed that. It's on you to be like, hey, you know. Sometimes there's like, you can send up a flag.
Next question over here to your right. Yep.
Hey guys, women I should say. Mine is not a super nuanced question, but I related to the reclaiming the plate. Wondering if you guys have seen the article on Elle.com where they interviewed Amanda Chantal Bacon on her diet, and
very divisive in this family.
Yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts, and also have you seen the parody video? Yeah.
Yes, and yes.
You're about to open up a wound. Here's my feeling about that article. First of all, I have had moon juice and it's delicious.
That is not the issue.
Second of all, I think that a lot of people's just like, either annoyance or the fact they were making fun of it was really misplaced. I don't know that the woman who was this, for those of you who haven't read it, it was this story that ran in Elle about this woman who eats 4 things. She just...
No, very expensive, weird, rarefied
very expensive,
things
rare
out of
things.
special cups and stuff.
And it I think the article dropped on a Friday, which is slow news day, and we had nothing to do, so everybody made fun of her. But I think
also her name's Amanda Chantal Bacon. I feel like she got some heat because that's her name.
It's true.
Unfairly.
And her son's name was Rohan. I'm like a Marley? For real?
Rohan Bacon?
Back it up. I think that for me, what was really annoying, including the people's response to that article, is that people were really quick to point a finger at her and not at a magazine that does something like that. I think that it was really irresponsible of Elle. For the longest time, women's magazines push essentially disordered eating as beauty advice, and unfortunately that woman is who bore the brunt of it. Instead of, I think that Virgie said something about food and purity, and I think that women's magazines have tied those two things together for a long time. So obviously that lady is probably ridiculous, but I don't think that it was fair that she she was the person that was vilified in this episode instead of the women's magazine industry.
Right, the 1,000 other articles that are 5 almonds is a snack. That's not a snack. Just count them out. They pushed counting almonds as a thing I should spend my time doing.
Yeah. I'm eating the whole box.
That was really convincing. That was actually really convincing. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Next question on your left.
Hi, I'm here with about 4 of my long-distance besties, and we're really curious to know if you guys have listened to Rihanna's new album, Anti, because we haven't stopped listening to it. We take breaks to watch the Formation video, but otherwise, it's all we listen to.
Yeah, the album is so good. It's so good, and it grows on you. And I don't know, Rihanna's an artist that I enjoy, but before this album, I was not convinced that she could actually sing.
We were waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah, I was
she Frank Oceaned us.
Yeah,
for a long time.
She Frank Oceaned us, fair. For a long time, I was these are really catchy, and I'll dance to them, and I'll get ready to them. But I thought this album was really solid. Yeah, well, way to go, bestie crew. Good taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Co-endorse. Yeah.
Next question up here to your right.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. A friend and I are thinking about starting a podcast, and I wanted to know if you have any advice about how to do so and how to make it successful.
Episode 22 of our podcast deals with this.
Way to shame them for not hearing the back catalog.
No, it's okay. Maybe Gina, you should wait.
I know, right? This is a Gina question.
Do you have a microphone, Gina?
I do.
Great. Gina is the secret to our success, all of it.
No. Do it. I mean, that's the first thing, right? It's not as hard as it seems, and if you feel like you have something to say, you should go ahead and say it, and that's totally valuable, and people need more voices like yours if you feel compelled to speak on it. In terms of the practical stuff, Jenna, who's here in the audience, wrote a great article about this that has some key details. It's super short listicle, but she has some of the best advice that I learned in 6 years in public radio. So we can tweet out a link to that.
What's her full name?
Jenna Weiss-Berman.
Hey, Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Hey, Jenna.
Calling you out from the stage. And then other than that, I mean, a great resource is transom.org. So this is some nitty gritty stuff, and I can talk to you afterwards if you want to. But in broad strokes, I think having a real clear sense of what you're trying to do, and then some key points for me are please never more than an hour. Never, ever, ever. Nobody, unless it's hardcore history, that's a niche audience. Nobody can hang for that. And if you have the wherewithal, I would say like try editing, and it's not easy, but you can pick it up really quickly. And I think if you have a strong message or something that you really want to talk about, people will gravitate towards that, and you know, they'll be very forgiving of things like little technical foibles or obvious edits, you know, stuff like that. So talk to me later, because I don't want to get too nitty gritty in front of a full audience. But
also be consistent. That's like the only. I'm just like always be consistent. It's
And
like just do it.
And it doesn't have to be every week. It doesn't have to be every day. It could be monthly. You can do a short season, but you know, make a plan and stick to it, like anything you do.
Right. So people can like keep coming back and finding you, because it will be great. Obviously, will be great.
Can't wait to listen. It'll be awesome.
We'll listen.
Tweet us a link to it.
Next question on your left.
Hello. My bestie and I are here from Seattle today. We flew in this morning. So I wanted to let you know you have tons of fans all over Washington. My question is about, I do a lot of educating on like how to be a female international traveler at our study abroad office at my university. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on like what it feels like to travel to other countries where they don't have all these wonderful thoughts that we do about feminism, and how it's what it's like for you to be a female traveler, basically.
Man, that's a good question. I don't know, I think we have different perspectives on this, right?
I mean, obviously.
Because, like, I'm the tourist here. Like,
Yeah.
This country is terrifying. I don't know, right? I think it depends where you're going. One thing I think that makes me really sad is that I feel that the older you get, if you are a woman, there are just more scary stories about traveling by yourself. And, you know, there's all these, like, great, like, road, like, I don't know, like, novels or movies about, like, men can just go wherever they want. For women, it's like, go to Africa, problems, go to Middle East, problems, go to Asia. You know, like, there's just kind of nowhere you can go. And I travel a lot by myself. I actually, it takes a lot to make it into my travel circle because I'm a crazy person. So I think that I think that just being open to the possibility that you will be uncomfortable wherever you go, and never thinking, especially, like, to me, it's really important that American travelers don't think that America is this utopia, you know, and go it's true. It's like other places have a ton of issues, right? Like, you'll go to countries where if you're a woman, you actually have to wear different clothes, or you'll be treated differently. But I think that really respecting people's culture and being open to being changed by it is something that is really important. And creating also a back channel. Like, so many of my friends I've noticed are just like women who are just more fearlessly like going to places and exchanging tips and talking about it and, you know, like connecting with locals. Everywhere can't be Club Med. There's nothing that annoys me.
Thank God.
I know. I'm just like, expatriates, the worst humans. You know, so I don't know. This is a long, rambling answer, but I think that even asking that question and really just challenging yourself to think about how other places are different because of their own history and their own culture is something that, you know, probably will go a long way in this journey.
Yeah, I love there was a thing that you said in there that was like about asking locals, and I feel like it does tend to get easier like the older you get and the bigger your friend network gets, but asking even like, hey, friends of friends of friends of friends, is there like a person who's lived here a while or like a local or whatever who might like either give me some recommendations or hang out with me, I found is the best way to find out like what you should really be scared of, what you should really stop worrying about, like, and also superficial stuff like where you should go. I think that like use your network. It's the best.
Yeah, good luck.
Go with God. Yeah.
Next question up here to your right.
I have been listening to your podcast regularly for like 4 months, and I talk to you back, but obviously you can't hear me, and I've asked you one question a bunch. So I don't know what shine theory is. I'm sorry. I've asked you so many times and you don't talk back to me, obviously. So can you just tell me very briefly what it is so I can stop asking you?
Quick question, did you ever Google it?
I meant to, and every time I listen in the bathroom. Okay, so I almost said that, full disclosure, I didn't Google it. I listen to the bathroom while I'm getting dressed, and by the time I'm done and your podcast is over, I've forgotten all about it again. So.
It's okay. I've been meaning to Google hedge funds like my whole life. So you're fine. I don't know how it works. And what is shine theory?
Well, so sometimes you meet a very impressive woman who speaks many languages and has experience that you feel like you could never hope to have, and is like, says the right thing at the right beat, and it's just like, you're like, what?
This is so embarrassing.
I know, I love it. I know this is so embarrassing. And you have that feeling where you're just like, either, oh my God, like I don't even want to be like in the same space because then people are gonna compare us, or you were like, oh, I'm gonna show her. And anyway, it's about suppressing both of those impulses and just being like, I want her on my team, I wanna be on her team, and joining forces. The phrase that inspired the shorthand shine theory is,
I don't shine if you don't shine. Definitely a killer's lyric.
Gross. Actually, don't Google the lyric, just Google shine theory, yeah. But anyway, that's what it is. Practice it, know it, love it, live it. Yeah.
We have a question in the almost back row. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm so happy for you that the podcast now has sponsors.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I don't love advertising, but I love seeing smart people get paid for their work.
Thanks for buying tickets, everyone. That also helps us. Yeah.
I'm wondering if you two have a 5-year plan for Call Your Girlfriend or a 10-year plan, and if you'd be willing to share any of it with us.
We literally don't have a 5-day plan.
I was ready to give an answer that was waiting.
I think that we're here with friends, so we can be real.
I was like, is there a journalist in the crowd? What's going on here?
And what is our 5-year plan?
World domination.
Okay. I'm just on board for the ride.
That is not true. I mean, I don't know. I think you correctly identified that step one is to get paid for the hours that we spend on the podcast, which is a thing that we love and a thing that we started not with the intention of getting paid, but has grown to require more hours of all 3 of our time. So I feel like right now we are all scrambling to just try to we're all self-employed, which means that it's not like we earn a full-time salary and then the podcast is like a thing we do nights and weekends. Like usually the podcast takes away from hours we would spend working on stuff that paid us. So I think that's really right now our goal is to try to make a little bit of money to supplement all of our self-employment statuses, whatever. And then I don't know how many years that is, but it's not 5, hopefully. I don't know. And after that,
cashmere slankets for all of you.
That's true. Be back here in 5 years and give you free shit.
Yeah, I actually really like that you asked that question about advertising, right? Because I hate advertising also. I have not seen an ad on a website in 10 years. I block everything.
Killing journalism, killing digital journalism
right
with ad block.
But, I don't know, this has been a really interesting exercise for us too, and how do we make something that's sustainable? And if we don't want to charge our listeners, then clearly advertising is the way to go. And we're right now we're really lucky that we work with a mix of partners. Some of them we love, and you can tell, and and some of them pay the bills. That's just that's how life is.
That's life.
That's life. So thank you for listening.
Yeah, and thanks for not hating us for doing ads. That's also much appreciated for understanding that.
Next question over here to your right.
Woot.
Hi, I'm Nicole. First, I want to thank you so much for a year ago empowering me to quit my job and step up and make my life a lot more awesome.
Yes. Go Nicole.
So all of us here love you all so much, and I would love to hear maybe one thing from Ann and one thing from Aminatou that you both love about each other.
That's so real.
Into the eyes right now.
This is
oh man, this is a real moment. Well, first of all, congratulations on quitting your job.
Yes.
That's always the best feeling.
Oh,
so good for you. One thing about Ann that I like a lot. There are a lot of things. It's not like I'm struggling. Ann is a very generous person. She gives a lot of her time and herself to her friends, not just me. And that's something that's really important to me. And just seeing it the way, the different ways that she's there for other people in her life and how she steps up is, that's really rad. No pressure.
I was gonna say, Amina is a fierce advocate for the people that she loves, which
can sometimes mean like that is a behind the scenes private thing, like I'm gonna advocate for you when you don't know how to advocate for yourself, but it also means like in the wider world, like I am never confused about like whose corner she is in, like I am so happy to be in that corner, it is the best feeling, and just like, you know, a person who will like truly go to bat for you, I mean, the best. The best.
Levels of embarrassment.
Also, Amina is wearing this button. I'm not wearing mine, but it says Big Woman.
I know, Ann got it for me.
Which I bought at I bought us each a Big Woman button. I also just love that she, like, in every sense, is just like living big. Like,
I'll rep you.
Yeah, you were never like, is Amina in the room? Like, I love that. I love that. Anyway, side note. Sorry, I know you said one.
I feel like that was such a good last question that I think that'll be our last audience question.
Oh, thanks, everyone. Woo.
This is very exciting.
We wanted a slow Bieber.
Because we're playing my favorite song. But two, take out your phones again.
Yeah, actively take them out.
We have a couple of announcements.
Yeah, okay, question for you.
Do you have friends in Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
Text all of your besties.
Maybe
in
a
DC.
group text.
Group text. We are going to be in D.C. on April 10th, my birthday weekend.
Oh.
Do you have friends in Los Angeles? We will be in LA in conversation with Rebecca Traister, who's been mentioned tonight and has been on our podcast on March 7th. Tell all your LA friends. If you are so lucky to live in the beautiful city of San Francisco, you should come back to the JCC, where on March 8th, they will have Rebecca Traister. Two things about Rebecca Traister. You actually have to buy her book because all of the most embarrassing stories about us are in that book.
There's a whole chapter that features stories about us like crying.
Including how I lost my virginity. So if you want to know, you have to buy the book. So Rebecca will be here on March 8th. On March 10th, you have Nobel Peace Prize winner Shirin Ebadi. I'm saying it wrong for all of the Persian people in the room. My bad. But she will also be here and is amazing. And as Jordan mentioned earlier, you get 25% off just for showing up to those who doesn't love a discount. So yeah, come back.
And until we come back here and give you cashmere slankets, you know where to find us. Callyourgirlfriend.com, Twitter @callyrgf. What else?
On our email. callyrgf@gmail.com. On Facebook, Google that address. We
don't really support the Facebook page.
I know.
We
it's
have
like
to.
Doing events has like forced us onto Facebook, and
Yeah,
we're not happy about it.
But yeah, anyway.
And I guess, thanks for coming.
Thank
we
you.
had such a good time.
Yeah. Oh wait, special sign off.
No, let's say thanks to and thanks to all of our friends at the JCC who took such good care of us.
Jordan and Tui and Ben and Maya and like everyone who helped us do this like sort of coherently. Thank you.
Should I do my own shout out?
Please.
Yes.
This podcast is produced by Gina Delvac.
Okay.
See
you on the internet.
See you on the internet.
It's time you had